One of the things I want to read was this comment that someone left me that was so encouraging. The words certainly reached my heart. It says, Flame, don't know if you will see this, but I am a member of a church and the foundation is crumbling. I mean in that I am very close to becoming Lutheran. Just want to say that your dialogue has helped me to see that I am not so crazy. The subjective introspection is destroying my walk with God, and Lutheranism gives me objective sacraments that I can point to what God did and is doing. I just wanted to put this on here so that you know your ministry isn't for nothing. You are caring for your neighbor. Thanks, man. Man, I love these comments because, that's really my heart. My passion is to see people rest in the hope of the gospel. When you are inundated in a world that says Jesus only died for a select few, even though you affirm that we are justified by faith, if in your mind you think Jesus did not die for everyone without exception, there will be moments where you will wonder, well, how do I know if I'm one of the elect, if I'm one of the people that Jesus actually died for? That's going to come up at some point in your walk. And it did for me if you're brought up in that framework of understanding Christianity. And being there, I remember the torment, the torture, and what you end up doing is having to look within. You have to look for some consistency. You have to look for some evidence. You're trying to recall the highlights, the highlight reel of your personal walk with God to see, well, I do think I'm saved because of this change and because of this growth. And you're examining yourself and you're trying to check your motivations and you're way in the weeds of what's going on in your heart. And as I always say, it's very dark down there and it's very difficult to discern. The heart is desperately wicked. Continuously, the scripture says in Genesis 6, who can know it? We cannot plumb the depths nor know our own hearts. And that's why it's unfortunate for those who have those competing doctrines in their minds. Now, if your personality is on the upward side of things and you feel a sense of confidence and you're always in your mind killing it, I can see that teaching somewhat working for you because the way your personality is by default just gives you a sense of confidence and you see the glass half full. So you're rarely going to look down at yourself. Sometimes it could be self-deception as well. But I can see that, and not all the times, I'm just saying, sometimes. I can understand that framework of Christianity perhaps being easier to digest with personalities like that, in my opinion. But if your personality does not lend itself to seeing the glass as half full, having Christianity wrongly arranged in the way I would understand my time in a Reformed Baptist space, it could become very dark. And it's unfortunate that a lot of people that I know that are very honest about these things, they're willing to admit, yes, there were moments where I struggled to believe that I was a Christian based upon these things. And the way back is trying to do both. You're trying to remember, yes, Jesus did die for me. You're trying to believe that. And you're also trying your best to perform consistent with what you believe in hopes to gain that assurance. And what this person that made the comment is saying is that tango, that dance, that back and forth, it's exhausting. And when you're constantly looking to the cross, but then also looking to yourself, and then looking to the cross, but then also looking to yourself, although you affirm this good thing, that back and forth, that ping pong motion in your soul and your mind, yeah, it's exasperating and it drains you. And oftentimes people leave the faith. They step away from Christianity. They become apostates. And it's unfortunate even that when that happens, it gets worse because some people then say from that construct, oh, he or she was never with us in the first place. So there's even this second layer of negativity that you have to bear Because if it led you down that direction, now you have people saying, well, they were never with us in the first place. And I will argue that's not even the context of those words that John gave us in 1 John.
The secret is out. The people have heard. Preacher been tweaking the word.